wanna work, we wanna work, we wanna work, we wanna work, we wanna work. It's not this way for bloody war.
Sean, it's me, Molly. Sean, it's me.
Jeez, thank God you're here, Molly. Christ, I'm bloody starved with the hunger.
I brought you some bread and a boiled egg. It'll keep your strength up. And I brought you some milk.
Thanks, love.
Did you hear the forecourts is wrecked? They blasted it with big guns again all last night and it went up in flames. The whole town's gone mad, that's what it has. Are you all right, Sean? Are you managing some way or another?
It's bloody freezing that night, sleeping on the ground. Come on, get a bit of kip, Jordan, today.
I'll try and bring you some sort of cover tomorrow, a coal bag maybe. Oh God, Sean, it's terrible hard to get away. There's people watching everything you do. Nobody trusts anybody anymore. God, Sean, why don't you give all this up and talk to the Free Staters? What are you doing anyway, hunted by them and hunted by your own? Your mother's nearly out of her mind with the worry. Will you talk to them for God's sake?
I can't, Molly, you know that. For God's sake, I spent the rest of my life in Kilmainham. Do you want that?
Well, maybe that's better than getting yourself shot in a back alley somewhere.
Look, I have a plan. We're going to go to the States. Do you remember my uncle Eugene? He's living in Boston. He has a bar over there and he'll give me a job. Everything will be all right, you'll see. But Molly, listen to me. I need a gun.
A gun?
I need a gun if I'm going to get out of this place.
Sean, are you mad?
He says, Molly, I can't stay here any longer. I'm going out of my mind. Look, I hid the gun. It's around the back in the closet, up above the cistern, in a hole where the pipes go in. Will you get it for me?
Sean, I don't want any trouble with guns. Things are bad enough without you being up for murder on top of everything else.
Well, maybe it's too late for that now.
Sean, don't say that. What are you talking about? Dear God, don't say you killed somebody.
Look, Molly, you've no chance without that gun, right? No, listen. We'll go to the States, the both of us. My uncle will give me a job, I'm telling you. Come on, Molly, it'll be like old times.
Sean, that's finished.
What are you talking about? We've been going with each other since we were nippers. It's always been you and me. Come on.
Sean, let me go. We've grown up. We're not children anymore. We've changed. Jesus, the whole world has changed.
Yeah, but it'll be different in Boston. Look, Molly, I'm telling you. I need that gun, do you understand? You have to get it for me. I've no chance without it. Look, I'm dependent on you. You have to get me out of this place.
It's over. We were only children then. It's over. Things can't be the same again. Our lives have grown apart and we have gone our separate ways. There's nothing left of those old carefree days. Your soft lips, first lips ever touched by mine. Your soft lips gave me my first kiss divine. When first we went to school, we walked together by side. We laughed when people said that you would take me for your bride. But the promise of new futures drew us both away. All the things that we'd be missing if we were to stay. You went on your independent way. That's why it's over now. You know it's over now. You and I are over now. When first we went to school, we walked together side by side. We laughed when people said that you would take me for your bride. But the promise of new futures drew us both away. All the things that we'd be missing if we were to stay. You went on your independent way. That's why it's over now. You know it's over now. You and I are over
Dub, 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 you're looking great this morning. I love you, Dub. A great spot to be born in. A public house on every corner, where trouble gently floats away. Just have a jar of local black elixir that will go far to help you on your way. The matzah dwarf, a drop of that'll fix her. She leaves the bar as happy as can be. The draft of dark black porter, the cream upon the ground, the froth of Annie Lippy helps to wash the troubles down. The froth of Anilivia, yielding from a water's brown, velvet liquid cream from Mary, that's the toast of Dublin town. 1,000 years of welcome to our city, from far and near, from east and from the west. The whole world knows our girls are very pretty. The crack is great, the porter's still the best. Seafaring Danes that Brian Boru had hunted, and Normans came, and Anglo-Saxons too. Was it the beer, or just the girls they wanted, or they came here, turned left at Liverpool? The draft of dark black porter, the cream upon the ground, the froth of Annie Lippy helps to wash the troubles down. The froth of Annie Lippy, yielding from a water's brown, of dark black porter. Ah, the cream upon the crown. Ah, the froth of Annie Liffey helps to wash the troubles down. Ah, the froth of Anna Livia yielded from her waters brown. Velvet liquid brewed from barley. That's the toast of Dublin town.
Ain't it is? What are you doing now? Oh no!
Have you had my glasses back and you don't mind? Hey, if you're finished with it, the glass if you're done with it.
Good man, Paddy, you never lost it.
Ah, pair of bloody gurriers.
Come here, Padda. Are you going to buy me another one?
My God, Imelda, you're a terrible woman.
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
There's Padda, that fair city's a cracking little bitch, huh?
Yeah, but it's not many little bitches would earn you half a guinea and a silver cup.
Now, you're right there, Padda. Most of the little bitches around here will cost you half a guinea, what?
Is that what the mots are charging over in Monto now? Jesus, you'd want to be a millionaire to have a love life in this town nowadays.
Hey, Padda, how about another little sup?
Well, isn't that more than decent of you, Whip? But since you're asking, I'll have a large brandy.
What, a large brandy?
Will you get out with that? And aren't you the great man of spending somebody else's money? Let's see, how much have I left? A bob, a tanner, and fourpence. How much is that?
1 and 10pence.
Ash is a bit to go, yeah. Away in and see if Paddy gives us a couple of bottles.
No, let me.
What?
Let me buy you a drink.
He's English.
I can hear he's English. And why would the likes of you be buying a drink for the likes of me, eh, Tommy?
The name's Aitken. George Aitken.
Is that so, Tommy? Well, why are you offering us gargle?
I'd like to talk to you.
Jesus, Whippet, I think he's taking a bit of a shine to me.
About dogs. I'd like to talk to you about dogs.
Oh, about dogs. Here, Whipper, work us a miracle. Take the English money and turn it into Irish porter. Now, Tommy.
George.
Tommy, what class of dog would you be wanting to talk about? A poodle, is it?
I was at the race today. That fair city's a smashing little runner. You see, I've a bit of an interest in dogs. You know, a business interest, if you catch my drift.
Oh, business interest. Well, good man, Whippet, that's magic. Here, have one yourself, seeing as you're paying for it.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, cheers. Splodge you, say they'll got Tommy.
What?
Sell him, Whipper.
Health and wealth to you.
Along with that rent to
The
you.
woman of your heart, yeah.
And may you never see your wife a widow.
Oh, I ain't got a wife.
Well, then she'll never be a widow.
A child every year to you.
A wet beak.
A stout heart.
And may you die in Ireland.
I don't want to die in Ireland. I'm English.
I'm sorry for your trouble. I suppose you're a Protestant as well, are you?
Would you know by the look of him, his eyes are too close together. I bet he's a tan. Ask him if he's a black and tan.
Look, that's all over, mates. Let's have another drink and forget about the bloody war. That fair city was good to me today. 10 bob on the nose.
Good on you. Sure, pound notes is the best religion in the world. Oh, we're on to a good thing here, Whippet.
God, he's loaded. Did you see the wad he had on him? God, it's a pity we didn't put a flutter on the bitch ourselves.
And what were we going to have a flutter with? A tricoloured ribbon? Sure, the missus would hardly give me the sixpence to get into the field. When I asked her for the money, she put a face on her like Lloyd George's mother-in-law's arse.
He may be a black and tan, but he's brainy too.
Listen, if he's a black and tan, he's not brainy. How's he brainy?
Didn't he know to put a bet on Fair City, didn't he?
He bet no, but I own her. She's me dog, so who's the brainy one? Tell me that. Ah, there you are, Tommy. What we just talking about, yeah?
Here we are. Slanty.
Health and wealth to you, the woman of your heart.
Yeah,
The
that'll
land
do,
without rent,
Devilera. Now listen, Tommy, if it's no harm asking you, what might your business be in these parts?
I was at the Corson today when I saw Fair City. My pal Dick Steele works for Lord Lonsdale, and he sent me over to find the best dogs in Ireland. See, Lonsdale's got a big bet on next year's Waterloo Cup, and when I say big, I mean big. Now, I fancy Fair City. That is a good dog.
Big up for a tan, maybe he's brainy after all. Listen, Tommy, there's plenty more where she come from, you know, from the same breeding, like... What do you reckon she'd be worth with a litter of three?
No, you can't sell Irish pups to an English army man.
Why not? They're only dogs. They're not state secrets.
How much do you want for him?
It would look bad.
How much?
How much do you want for the
The
dogs?
lads wouldn't like it.
How much?
I'm warning you.
How much?
I wouldn't sell them for all the tea in China.
Oh, come on. How much do you want?
Are you deaf or something? I'm gonna have to tell you, they're not for sale.
Right. Well, if they're not for sale, we're all wasting our time then, aren't we? Cheerio.
Oh, that was a close thing. What do you mean a close thing? I could have sold them pups to Egypt of an Englishman. I could have made a fortune. Told you can't sell Irish dogs to a bloody black and tan. What would the lads say? What would the lads say? What would the lads... The lads would say, feck all if nobody blabbed their big mouths. And Jesus, what would the lads say? I could have got me good sue out of the pawn. I told you, it's not patriotic. Patriotic? You know what, Whipper? If bullshit was music, you'd be a feckin' brass band.
Aglow on days like this. When I was young, there was so much to do. This treadmill never stops a day. I climb on every morn, and working for a pittance pay. At day's end I am worn. Young days, sweet ways, skip out the door. Us no more. Hungry time now seems to devour all that was good before. Ah, those days of laughing, dancing, we were young and free. Dear God, could one so tall and slim please turn his eyes on me? But what has happened since that time? How could he change so far? The boy whose love was so sublime no longer seems to care. Arm in arm along by the shore, never takes me there anymore. Hungry time now seems to devour all that was good before.
Can I trouble you for a minute, Mrs. Cassidy?
Hello, Philomena. How are you, darling? What is it, Kathleen?
I was wondering, could I borrow the loan of a sup of milk? The baby's too young for the condensed.
Of course, Kathleen. I'll see what I have inside.
Thanks. Oh, God and his blessed mother look down on us.
That's a grand evening, Mrs. Flynn.
Oh, good evening, Canon. I ran out of milk. Anna's away inside to lend me the loan of a drop.
Of course. Anna has a heart of gold. Like the Lord himself, she always provides.
She does, Canon.
And who is this?
That's Philomena. And this is the baby, Margaret Mary.
Lovely names. Lovely Catholic names. And tell me, how many little Flynns are there now?
6, Canon. 6 altogether.
6. A lovely family. And I'd say you haven't finished yet.
No, Canon.
And how's himself? How's the beau, Francie?
Ah, sure, he's grand. He's away down at Phil Shanahan's pub having
Now don't be embarrassed, Mrs. Flynn. A man with a wife and 6 children to support needs an occasional drink.
That's what he says.
And please God, one of these days he'll get himself a job.
Oh, please God.
Oh, good evening, Canon.
There you are, Anna.
This is all I have. I thought I had a bit of extra bread. I don't know what Molly's doing with it. I have to buy a new loaf every day.
The blessings of God on you, Anna.
Isn't the milk getting terrible scarce? It seems as though Costello's dairy was summoned to court for taking the cream out of the milk.
Putting water in more likely. They say that's where all the TB is coming from, bad milk.
All this rioting and burning. I mean, how are people supposed to manage?
In troubled times, we live in troubled times.
Good evening,
why I ran
Canon.
out of milk.
Hello, ma'am. How are you, Mrs. Flynn?
There you are, Macushla.
How's my Philomena today? Would you like me to tell you a story before you go to bed?
Here's a couple of eggs I had left over.
Oh, Anna. I better go and put on the potatoes. Filomena.
It's not fair. If I had my way, people like Kathleen Flynn would have all they need.
Aye, and when the sky falls, we'll all catch larks. Sure, that man of hers doesn't do a hand's turn.
She will get her reward in the next world.
Why does she have to wait until the next world? She'll be in it soon enough with 6 children and another on the way.
Don't speak like that in front of the cannon.
Well, it makes me mad. Why can't people share what they've got? Why should one woman have 10 servants and another half a mile away be begging for milk to feed her child?
Now, Molly, I don't like these communistic ideas.
You may call it communism. I think Christ asked us to love our neighbour.
Don't you bandy words with me, young woman. You don't know what you're talking about. The Holy Father has told us time and time again that this atheistic communism is a creation of the devil.
And what does the Holy Father know about the likes of Kathleen Flynn? Is he pregnant too?
Molly!
What is that?
It's Liam O'Flaherty. You know your man who took over the Rotunda last January? He's recruiting for the Dublin Council for the unemployed.
Atheists, communists. If I had my way, I'd excommunicate the lot of them.
At least they're trying to do something.
Rabble-rousing, that's what they're doing.
Will you not come in for a cup of tea, Cannon?
Atheists, communists, that's what they are.
Citizens of Dublin, comrades, dark clouds of misery hang over this town. The evil of poverty stains its very soul, an evil that is spawned by greed and corruption. I am here on behalf of the Dublin Council for the Unemployed. Our manifesto demands work, relief and support for the poor people of Dublin. Who are we anyhow, this Dublin Council for the Unemployed? According to the church, we're communists. According to the newspapers, we're revolutionaries. According to the factory owners, we're idle layabouts. But I will tell you who we really are. We're workers who have no work. We're breadwinners who cannot earn the price of our daily bread. We're parents who cannot put food on the table of our children. In this city, we count for nothing. And now, at this great moment when the War of Independence is over and the British are leaving, what are our fellow Irishmen doing? Killing one another. That's what they're doing. The pro-treaty followers of Collins are blowing up the anti-treaty followers of De Valera. Neighbour is murdering neighbour and brother is killing brother. And the ordinary people, we are forgotten once again and caught in the middle of it all. No, not caught, comrades. We're starving in the middle. The proof is to be seen on every street in Dublin. Children are begging for food along the roads. Young girls are selling themselves for the price of a loaf of bread. That's where this civil war has got us. In God's name, comrades, it's time to call a halt. Today, I say to all Irishmen, if you are true patriots, put down your arms, settle your differences, and join our movement to fight the real enemies. Greed, corruption, unemployment, and bigotry. The people of Dublin will never be silenced by the intimidation of the factory owners. And we will not be silenced by the guns and the dynamite of the fanatics. In this city of Dublin, we will have bread, or we will have anarchy!
Walk the streets, no jobs. Work, how can we eat? No jobs. Searching the dustbins for scraps or morsels, or else our children starve. Work, give us a break, no jobs. Work, for pity's sake, no jobs. Doors of big houses slammed in our faces, when all we want is jobs. Searching the dustbins for scraps or morsels, or else our children starve. Work, for half the folk, no jobs. Work, back down we straight, no jobs. We're sick of begging, we're sick of stealing, to live from day to day. Now we're demanding, no longer waiting, the time has come to rise and fight to win our rights. Unite and fight for
that's yourself, Tommy.
Nice evening, Mr. Cassidy.
Hold on a minute, Tommy. I want to talk to you.
Well, that makes a change.
Maybe we could discuss a little business, you and me.
Business? I thought the dogs weren't for sale.
Well, maybe they are and maybe they aren't.
So, you've changed your mind then?
Maybe I have and maybe I haven't.
Well, are you ready to talk?
Maybe I am and maybe I haven't.
For the love of God, what is it about you Irish? You're so bloody unpredictable.
Listen, Tommy, if everything was predictable, there'd be no need for religion.
Look, you told me a while ago the dogs were not for sale.
And do you think I want to discuss me business in front of every Tom, Dick and Paddy? Oh, hiya, love.
Ah, there you are, Da. I can tell from the cutty of the celebrations have started already. So she won.
Be two clear legs.
And an off.
I told you we'd do it, Macushla.
You and me were the only ones that believed in her.
Well, they all believe in her now, I can tell you, including this Englishman. He says he wants to buy her.
She won the cup for you, and now you're going to sell her. You're a heartless capitalist, that's what you are.
A heartless capitalist, me? Someday, love, someday. See what I'm up against, Tommy. Even my own daughter doesn't want me to part with the dog.
Well, I'll have to persuade her too. That'll be a pleasure.
That's right, Tommy. You think about the money, and I'll think about the dogs.
Right you are.
And if you're looking for me, I'm usually in Shanahan's pub.
You're always in Shanahan's pub.
Ah, now here. See you later, love. Cheerio, Tommy. And if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
Window? What window?
It's just his joke. You'll find that my dad has a very peculiar sense of humour, Tommy.
Look, it's not Tommy. It's George. I kept trying to tell him.
To my dad, you'll always be Tommy.
Why?
Well, if we all have to be Paddies in England, maybe you should all be Tommies over here. Isn't that what you English call fair play?
And what's wrong with being English? I'm English and I'm proud of it.
Janie Mac, have you no ambition at all?
Is that why you hate us? Because we call you Paddies?
I don't hate you. I mean, I don't hate the English.
Well, that's a relief.
It's the bosses I hate. Like I said to my father, the capitalists, living in their grand houses with their maids and their servants and their la-di-da. When the people around here haven't enough food even to give their children.
Well, maybe you've got a point there.
Who do you work for, Tommy?
George. Well, I suppose Lord Lonsdale.
Lord Lonsdale. And what gives him the right to call himself Lord? As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Lord, and he's not called Lonsdale.
Look, Lord Lonsdale likes dogs. And your father's dogs could be worth a lot of money. But no, he won't sell. He won't even discuss a price.
Nah, he'll sell all right. My dad likes a deal, as he calls it.
Look, love.
Oh, don't call me love.
All right. What will I call you?
Molly. My name is Molly Cassidy.
Well, Molly, do you think we could forget about this Tommy business and just call me George? It's not such a hard word, you know. George.
Oh, God, you're terrible cheeky.
Well?
All right. George.
That's better. Molly.
What are you doing in dirty old Dub, anyway?
Dogs. I'm looking for dogs.
You're looking for dogs in the middle of a civil war. Are you mad or something?
I have to make a living.
You'd be lucky to stay living. You're off your head, that's what you are coming over here. Ah, are there no dogs in England?
The dogs are better over here. A lot of things are better here.
Like what?
Well, like you, for instance.
Oh, are they all as forward as you over there?
Oh, I'm not forward. I'm just honest. See, that's the way people are in London.
London? Is that where you come from?
Oh, the greatest little city in the world.
Oh, I'd love to go to London. I've seen pictures of it. People dressed up to the nines. Dick Whittington, Buckingham Palace. Anywhere to get away from this.
You know, Molly, that's where we should be. You and me in our best clobber down the Dilly on a Saturday night.
The Dilly?
Yeah, Piccadilly. Up west. Just a pair of us on the town.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Just don't. This is Holy Catholic Dublin. You're not in Piccadilly now.
Don't be so sure. Piccadilly's not just a place.
It isn't?
No. Piccadilly's a state of mind. It's a smile, a wink, a smart bonnet, a pair of pretty ankles.
Right, that's enough of that.
You can find Piccadilly anywhere. All you have to do is let down your hair, show a bit of skirt and your shoulder bare. Close your eyes and dream, you're already there. You can find Piccadilly anywhere. Or when you dance at Charleston, knees up in the air. Mustn't give a damn if the neighbours stare. Close your eyes and dream, you're already there. Give up like a thrill with a shimmy and a kiss. Not with just a peck, but a juicy one at this. After that, you'll feel that you're in a state of bliss, and that's where Piccadilly is. Why don't you come to London town, and we'll go to Piccadilly every blooming night. Why don't you come to London town, you and me together make a pretty sight. On Sundays Hyde Park has a corking band, we'll take a stroll along the Strand and back to Piccadilly every night. You can find Piccadilly anywhere you go. Lift up your skirt so your peacock will show. Slap on the rouge till your cheeks are all aglow. Dream that you are there, no matter where you go. You can find Piccadilly anywhere you are. If you haven't got a worry and you haven't got a care, a little bit of cheek and a little bit of flair. Close your eyes and dream you're already there. Give a bloke a thrill with a shimmy and a kiss. Not with just a peck, but a juicy one at this. After that you feel that you're in a state of bliss, and that's where Piccadilly is. Why don't you come to London town, and we'll go to Piccadilly every blooming night. Why don't you come to London town, you and me together make a pretty sight. On Sundays Hyde Park has a corking band, we'll take a stroll along the Strand and back to Piccadilly every night. Get that way, I'll show you. You got me, Molly? What do you think then, Piccadilly, eh? It's very swish around there.
Is it?
No, I did make some
God, you are an awful chancer if you think that I would fancy going out to carry on like that.
What have I done now?
Everybody here only mocks and jeers if I cut my hair or wear a hat. Still to put on something frilly and to walk down Piccadilly, who would care? Sure, no one here would know. Maybe I should go. I don't really know. Will he ask again if I say no?
extra one. Okay, you don't think I won't. I can see you. I can see you. Which is very posh around here. Get down there, I'll show you. Oh, it's London, look at it. Do you see over there? Oh, it's beautiful. Shoreditch over there. We'll go down there, that's where I live. Why don't you come to London town, and we'll go to Piccadilly every night? Why don't you come to London town, you and me together make a pretty sight. On Sundays Hyde Park has a corking band, they can stroll along the Strand. Back to Piccadilly every night. Back to Piccadilly every night. Can I see you again?
Well, I'm a good and dutiful daughter, so if you'll be seeing my father, you'll probably see me as well.
No, I didn't mean like that.
Look, George.
Yeah.
You're an Englishman, walking around the streets of Dublin looking for greyhounds in the middle of a civil war. People must think you're mad. Or more likely, they'll think you're a spy. And you're asking me to meet you somewhere. How do you think that'll go down with our patriots?
I don't care about all that.
Maybe not. But I have to live in this town. Good luck with the dogs.
Good luck. Molly. Molly. My name is Molly Cassidy.
It's not easy.
Have you found him?
Not yet. We've covered Mrs. Kelly's tenement every night, front and back. Shanahan's pub everywhere. He's disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
He's vanished. He's gone.
Traitors don't just disappear. They don't vanish. Unless we want them to, that is.
Maybe he's gone across the water, to England.
Listen, Doran. I want Kelly! He broke the faith. He warned McCluskey.
Mr. McCluskey was his best mate before...
Before what?
Before all this.
There's no before anymore. Kelly warned McCluskey we were going to hit him. He betrayed us.
We'll get him, but it's not easy.
Nobody knows where he is.
Well, he's not living on fresh air and rain. Somebody knows where he is. Somebody's protecting him.
We'll keep at it.
Bloody right you'll keep at it. He betrayed us once before. He'll do it again. Just think of what Kelly knows. He could give you chapter and verse for every gun, every fuse, every scrap of dynamite we have. Think what Mick Collins could do with information like that.
It's just that we...
Get me Kelly! One rotten apple. One half-assed bastard gets away with it, and then it'll be somebody else's turn. Do you think people will take us seriously if that happens?
We'll keep at it.
Right away.
You do that. Believe me, we'll all be a lot safer when we've dealt with Mr. Sean Kelly.
What the hell are we going to do, Ollie?
How the hell do I know what we're going to do? We're going to have to find him, that's all.
Crosser's losing his fucking marbles over this one.
Why, he's got it in for Sean, are they?
Sean only did what any of the rest of us would have done.
No, Duke, that day is done. There's no more heroes anymore.
Oh, Jesus, look who it is.
Oh, who?
Sean's Elwyn, Maggie Kelly.
Come here, we don't say nothing, right?
How are you, Mrs. Kelly?
I'm all right.
Good day, Mrs. Kelly.
Oh, a good day, is it, huh? I haven't had a good day or a good night since them two wasters start running around with Air Sean.
That was Oliver Dillon. Jesus, Maggie. He's one of the irregulars. The Free Staters would shoot you for having anything to do with him.
Don't talk to me. I know all about it. Chrysanthemums! Them two had me heart scalded, coming around our house talking a load of nonsense about Ireland being free, and we had to have the whole of the 32 counties or nothing. Now, according to them, De Valera was the only one to get us the 6 counties back, and he would never swear an oath of religions to the king.
We should all keep our own religions.
Feck all I care about the bloody 6 counties. Let them stay up there and I'll stay down here. Thank you very much.
Sure, I was never up there in me life.
Listen, they can keep them, that's what I say. Cabbages, leeks, roses, chrysanthemums. Apples, love. Fresh off the tree this morning, didn't I pick them with my own fair hands? Go on, take your pick there, love. Listen, of course, Sean fell for it, hook, line and sinker. He was away training and manoeuvring, and I don't know what all until me head was done in. You all right there, love? That'll be 9pence. Thanks, sister.
But your Sean is terrible innocent. I mean, he wouldn't hurt a fly, God bless him.
That was before them two came along. Sean grew up awful fast.
Yeah. Lovely fresh flowers, roses, chrysanthemums. Tell me, will these chrysanthemums last till the weekend? Listen, love, if you was to be cut off in your prime and stuck up to your arse in cold water, I wonder how long you'd last. There is no need for that. 7pence a bunch. Oh. Hey, you know her. No knickers and lace curtains. No.
Well, anyway, he was gone on Monday morning when I got up, and I haven't seen hilt or hair him since. Oh, Jesus, Kathleen, I hope to God he's all right. What will I do if anything happens to him?
Oh, listen, Sean will be all right, Maggie. Oh, yeah. He'll be back soon. I'll get the children to say a prayer for you.
Aye, will you do that, love? Will you get them to say a prayer for Sean?
All right, love. All right.
Cabbages, onions. No use feeling them cucumbers, missus. They won't get any bigger if you rub them.
How are you, Maggie?
How are you, Whipper?
Them's lovely apples.
Get your maulers off them. They're 6pence a pound.
Go on, give us one. I'll pay you at the weekend.
The weekend? I know where your weekend is. It's behind you. Whip it. You're so feckin' mean. Do you know what I'm going to tell you? You would skin a fart and make a hat out of it.
Go on, give us one. I have a terrible hunger on me.
Where'd you go away with that? Here, there's one just to shut you up.
Thanks, Maggie.
And with the grace of the good just God, it'll choke you.
My God, Maggie, you're getting lovelier by the day.
Here, I want none of your old malarkey now, Paddock Cassidy. And you don't be going looking for no free apples.
Apples? Will you get away out with that? It's the forbidden fruit I'm after.
Well, listen, you're getting none of that neither.
My
okay?
God, Maggie, you're a hard-hearted woman and me madly in love. What do I have to give you to get a big, fat kiss?
Chloroform.
Maggie, come back! There's a maggot in this apple! Jeez, I hate that! There's nothing worse than a maggot in your apple.
Oh, yes, there is.
What?
Half a maggot.
Jeez.
Excuse me, does a Mr. Cassidy live here?
Mr. Cassidy, how are you? I love he does, on the odd occasion when he comes home. Macushla, will you tell your father there's a gentleman here to see him?
Good day.
I'm afraid my father is. Oh.
Hello again.
You're looking for my father.
If he's in.
He's not above in the house. He's out.
Oh well, doesn't matter. At least I found you again.
This is no place for an Englishman.
Oh, didn't I tell you? I'm not really English at all.
You're not?
No, I'm a Cockney. We're a race apart.
Well, you'd pass for English over here.
Was that your mum? Why did she call you a cushion?
Her cushion? Her...
Yeah.
Oh. Macushla. She called me Macushla. Cushion, for God's sake.
What's that your real name? See, I thought it was Molly.
My real name is Maureen Dolores Cassidy. Molly is short for Maureen, and Macushla means my dear, my little darling, something like that. It's Irish.
Macushla. My little darling. Yeah, I like that. Tell me some more words like that. You know, in Irish.
Well, there's Macree, a gra, a store.
Macree? A gra? Or store? It's a lovely language, it's Irish.
You may be a charmer in London, but it won't work in Gardner Street.
Words, I'm in your spell, can't you see? Words like Macushla are music to me. Words, I am entranced by Macree. Meanings are hidden in deep mystery. Charmed by your language, what defense have I? And when you speak it, there's a bright glint in your eye. Words like a store, like a gra capture me. Words, more Irish words, let me hear.
Come close and whisper them into your ear. Words, you're doing well, say a store. After you learn these,
have I? And when you speak it, there's a bright glint in your eye. Words like a storm, like a grot capture me. Words, I'm in your spell, can't you see? Words like Macushla are music to me. Words, I am entranced by Macree. Are they for me? Please say Macree. Or say, or stay once Macushla? Yachty, I got it right. Molly, Macushla. Couldn't we meet someplace else, away from here?
George, I've told you.
I've seen this place along the river. Up by the end of Sackville Street, they call it the Halfpenny Bridge. Do you know it? It costs a halfpenny. Sorry, a halfpenny to walk across it. From one side to the other, that is?
George, I know the Halfpenny Bridge.
Well, couldn't we meet there? You don't have to worry.
But I am worried.
Well, there's no need. I'll pay the halfpennies.
George, can't you hear? There's a war going on in this town. The buildings are still on fire just 3 streets away. I know it's the Irish fighting the Irish, but it's still about the British being in Ireland. I just don't want to see you killed. Me too, maybe.
All right. I take your point. But I'll still be on the Halfpenny Bridge at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, no. And to make you happy, I'll have a shillelagh under my arm, a twinkle in my eye, and I'll sing Danny Boy in a brogue you could cut with a knife.
Go on away out of here, you Egypt.
Whatever you say. Halfpenny Bridge, 7 o'clock tomorrow. And the top of the morning to you, Macushla.
Is it real or am I dreaming? Does he feel the way I do? Could he really care for me? Is all this really true? With all the lovely girls in London, could he fall in love with me? Or am I just another girl across the Irish Sea? But I don't know him. Can I trust him? Do I really care? My arms are aching to hold him forevermore. Would he touch me? Would he kiss me? Run his fingers through my hair? And if he looked into my eyes, he'd see my soul laid bare. Though I don't know him, I can trust him. Do I really care? My lips are hungry to kiss him forevermore. And as I lie my dream I see him by my side, and I hope I'll see him forever and love him
There you are, the very girl. I wanted to have a word with you.
What about?
Well, it's sort of personal.
Personal? What way personal?
Well, you know I'm a great friend of Sean Kelly.
What's that to me?
And you're his girlfriend, aren't you?
Was.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, Sean and me go way back. Oh, yeah. We used to play billiards together. We used to play all the time.
Billiards?
Yeah.
You know, I've known Sean Kelly since he was 4 years old, and in all that time, I never heard him mention you.
Well, maybe he just couldn't remember my name.
Whip it. What do you want of him?
Well, I think I may be able to help him.
Oh, I'm sure you're just what he needs.
Indeed. You might just need me, young madam, sooner than you think. Shit. Hey, Carney! There you are, Mr. Dillon. Mr. Doran?
Yeah. Less of the mister.
What's all this about?
It's about the Cassidys. Padder and...
Is he a Collins man or is he for the treaty?
Padder Cassidy's for himself. If De Valera was around, he'd shake his hand. And if Collins appeared, he'd hold his bike and buy him a pint. If someone give him the lend of the price.
Yeah, they're the worst kind. You never know which way they're going to jump.
Now, Padder Cassidy's not going to jump. He'll run with the tide. It's the daughter I'd be worried about.
What, the daughter?
Molly Cassidy. Oh, she's a smasher, all right. But stuck up, you know. Snobby.
What are you talking about, Carney? What'd you bring us across here for, huh?
I'll tell you if you give us a minute.
Yeah, well, you better be quick about it. This is no place for a conference in the middle of the street.
Sean Kelly.
Huh?
Yeah, what about him?
Where is he these days?
Well, that's what I'd like to know, where he is.
What do you know about him?
Sean was a bad boy, wasn't he? Talk to people he shouldn't. Like Desi McCluskey.
Look, can he cut out the play acting and get to the point? You know where he's hid?
No, but maybe I know somebody who does.
Listen, Carney, we've no time for your play acting. Tell us what you know, or maybe you'll find yourself in the gutter with a bullet in the back of your neck.
Hold on! I'm on your side, I'm on De Valera's side. God. But it's like this. Cassidy's daughter, Molly, used to go out with Sean Kelly. They used to go out together for years. Sean Kelly suddenly disappears, and the word on the street is she's taking parcels to someone.
Oh, she knows where he's at?
That's not all. Now she's hanging around with a black and tan.
Black and tan? So they all went back to where they came from, the ones that we didn't blow up.
And why did one of them come back then, I'm telling you? I saw him talking to Molly Cassidy not 5 minutes ago.
That's nonsense, Ollie.
Wait a minute, too. Whipper could be right. Collins beat the British with his spies. He knew every spy he didn't kill.
Well, that's true.
When the British left, they gave them all their field guns and their armoured cars. Why wouldn't they leave them their spies as well?
Jesus, Ollie.
Cabinet had it right. They're after our arm stumps. If that Cassidy young one leads the Englishman to Sean Kelly...
I know what Kelly knows.
Well, we're finished.
Yeah, you might be wise now to keep an eye on that Molly Cassidy one.
Yeah, Jill, come on.
How are you, love?
Isn't the weather shocking?
Ah, put years on you.
Anyway, the husband comes home and finds her in bed with your man. You know, the waiter from Shammies with the moustache and the dyed hair. So the husband says, "What the hell do you think he's doing there?" She turns to the waiter and she says, "See what I mean? Didn't I tell you he was stupid?"
That'll be £5.
Here you go.
A shilling, thanks, love. Hold on a second now. There you are, there's 6 and a penny. God bless him. Isn't the baby getting awful big?
Oh, don't talk to me. You couldn't fill him. Everybody says he's the image of his father.
The very spiz. Might be better now if the child was the image of her husband.
Now, Maggie, you shouldn't be saying things like that. It's not very Christian, you know.
Shut your face, you half-arsed apology for a long drink of water. I'm not a Christian, I'm a Catholic.
And how's the widow Kelly today? Don't tell me. You're desperate for a man.
Would you give me head a rest?
You're longing for the feel of a man's strong arms around your waist.
Indeed, no, I'm not.
Will you come for a walk up the yard?
Father Cassidy!
Oh, hiya, love. Oh, hello, Canon.
The Canon was after telling me he might be able to fix you up with a job.
A job?
There's a new building going up across at Guinness's. I put your name down for it, if you're not fixed up already.
Oh, he's not fixed up.
A job, Father, on a building site. And what class of work would it be?
What kind of work do you think it'd be on a building site? Stuffing sausages?
It starts on Monday. You'll be digging foundations.
And wouldn't that vex you?
What?
That's just terrible.
What?
I've no shovel.
Ah, for God's sake, they'll give you a shovel, won't they, Canon?
Of course, Anna. Everyone gets a shovel.
Oh, that's great. Oh.
What is it?
Oh, God, I've this excruciating pain in my knee.
Not again.
I think it must be the pleurisy.
The pleurisy?
Oh, I'm a martyr to it.
That's your right knee. Last time it was your left knee.
Isn't that what I'm always telling you? One day it's the left knee, next day it's the right knee. It's only the mercy of God I'm not a centipede. Oh.
Get back here, Patrick Cassidy! It won't take a tick till he says he is sick and the pain will jump up to his head. As soon as he hears there's a job, he's in tears and he spends the next fortnight in bed.
It's good steady wages, it could last for ages and maybe promotion will come. You could be a foreman, no longer a poor man, and bring home a nice tidy sum.
But listen to this, if you think you can miss the best offer you'll get for a job. You grapple alone for you're out on your own. Why should you guzzle down me few bob? Patrick Cassidy, I'm warning you. Patrick, I'll freel you.
And how could you know all the pain I go through only walking the length of the street? You want me to shovel and walk like the devil and pain will be crippling me feet. I'll walk to the site, then I'll walk home at night, then they'll carry me up to me room. If I'm dead in the morning, on me bed the next morning, 'tis you'll be the cause of me doom.
Oh, have you no shame? Your excuses are lame and the chances like this are so few. There's many another will jump at this offer and that's what you're going to do.
And now you've missed out the best chance you've had for some income. Have you no shame, never shared in me worries, nor cared how I tried to solve them? No, you don't care if
nobody but me knows the suffering of martyrs. Nobody shows any sympathy for me. Christ on the cross knew what pain was. And all the saints in the church that suffered pain like me. Nobody ever sent them to war.
And now's your chance to prove that you're fit to support us. God, I could use every penny you'd earn us. For God's sake, get out and earn some. Just get up off your...
Nobody but me knows the suffering of martyrs.
You think that I should have sympathy for you. Christ on the cross knew what pain was, and all the saints in the church. But none complained like
someone
you.
else.
Nobody ever sent them
to work.
So you did come after all. I knew you would.
I think maybe I'm as mad as you are.
Oh, you are? I always knew you were. I'm afraid I forgot me shillelagh.
Sure, what would you want a shillelagh for? I'm not going to attack you. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, come on. What's the point in being alive if you can't have a laugh?
I think you're right. I've lived too long in this town. I'm getting used to the guns and the killing.
I'm glad you came.
Don't. What do you think I am? Just because I live near the Monto,
I wasn't
I'm
going
not...
to do anything.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
No, it's not you, it's me. With all this going on, you end up trusting nobody.
I suppose you're just
George,
used to it.
did you ever see a person being killed?
Well, I was at the Somme myself. Saw a bit of action. In fact, I've still got a bit of Jerry shrapnel stuck in my arm. Well, where the sun don't shine, if you get my meaning.
Yeah.
3 of my pals didn't come back.
Oh, George, I'm sorry. Christ, we think we're the only ones that have troubles. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Makusla. It won't always be like this. There's a silver lining through the dark cloud shining. Oh, just look at the moon.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should just look on the bright side like you. It's lovely here tonight, isn't it? After all the wreck and destruction up there along the Liffey, you'd think there wasn't a gun or a bullet for a million miles. Only the smell of the burnt buildings to remind you of it. Oh, George, this is a terrible town.
Makusla, it's all right. It's all right.
I just don't know where to turn.
I love you, Makusla.
Do you, George?
Standing on the Halfpenny Bridge, where people passed all down the years, bearing all their hopes and fears, and life goes on forever.
Meet me on the Halfpenny Bridge and think of those who've met before, spoke of love and often swore that love would never die, that love would live forever, that love would live forevermore.
Close your eyes and make a wish. Tell me that you love me. Halfpenny wishes can come true when lovers wish together, holding hands together.
Underneath the Halfpenny Bridge, the river watches those above, listens while they speak of love, that love would never die, that love would live forever, that love would live forevermore. Close your eyes and make a wish. Tell me that you love me. Halfpenny wishes can come true when lovers wish together,
Holding hands together.
Find me on the Halfpenny Bridge and kiss me while you hold me near. Tell me I should never fear. Our love will never die. Our love will live forever. Our love will live forevermore. Our love will live forever.
smart man.
There you are, Padder.
Here, I want to talk to you.
Talk to me? About what?
It's about the lads.
The lad? Padder, I swear to God, I...
It's about the lads and me dogs.
The dog... Oh, the dogs.
I want to ask you a question.
What question?
What was the name of Fair City's sire?
What?
Her sire. The dog's father, for Christ's sake.
How the hell would I know who the father was? I wasn't following the mother around, you know. I'm not that desperate.
Look at this. Her mother was Dusky Dancer, but her father was Lancashire Lad.
What are you getting at?
Lancashire Lad, do you not get it? Sure, the bitch isn't Irish at all. She's English.
How'd you make that out?
Do you not know where Lancashire is?
No.
It's in bloody England, that's where it is now. If the dog's father's English, then she's English. They're all English.
Jeez, I don't get it. Sure, if the mother was born in Ireland... Then...
Look, a Chinaman could be born in Ireland, but that wouldn't give him red hair.
What are you getting at?
I'm proving to you that the dogs are as English as the Tower of London, so there's no harm in selling them to the Tommy.
No, I'm not so sure about that.
I'm saying that a business associate who was there when the deal was done would be entitled to a cut.
A cut?
5%.
5%? Well, I suppose if the father was English, we'd be better sending a whole lot of them back to where they came from.
Isn't that what I'm saying?
I mean, there's plenty of good Irish Republican dogs, aren't there?
There's loads of them. Now, you keep your mouth shut and leave the dealing to me. And remember, 5%.
That's a fifth, isn't it?
Near enough, near enough.
Yeah.
There you are, Tommy, and right in time too. So listen, have you been thinking?
Is it all right to talk in front of your friend here?
What do you mean, me friend? This is me business associate, Mr. Whippet Carney.
Ah, well, it's like this, Mr. Cassidy. I've spoken to my friend Dick Steele at Lonsdale's Kennels, and he reckons we should get your dogs over there right away.
What for? Aren't they happy enough where they are in Holy Ireland?
Oh, I can make you and them a lot happier when they're over there. I reckon I could get you 2, maybe even 3.
3?
3? You'd be a bloody robber. For the bitch and 3 pups. Should they're worth at least 10?
Come on, Mr. Cassidy, it's a fair price. 300 guineas.
300 guineas. Done. The deal is done. And for 300 guineas, Whipper, as me business associate, you can have the pleasure of telling the cannon where he can stick his shovel. And if there's any room, he can stick a feckin' wheelbarrow up there as well.
You're right there, Padder.
Do you know I'm going to tell the two of you? I can feel a terrible thirst coming over me.
I have a great idea, Padder. Why don't we buy the whole brewery?
Good on you, Whipper. You know what? You're beginning to think like a businessman.
Oh,
Get it spent.
Nora, hey Nora. Did you hear about Cassidy?
What about him?
He sold a bitch and 3 pups for 300 guineas.
Jesus! You're having me on!
Oh, not a word of a lie.
Oh, there we now, fucking stand him now. Hey, Imelda, did you hear about Paddy Cassidy? What about him? Is he dead? Did the drink get him? No, he sold the dogs for 300 guineas. What dogs?
They're greyhounds. He sold the bloody dogs for 300 guineas.
He's on the pig's back now. Christ, he'll not be sober for a month.
Oh, here they are now. Would you look at the state of them?
Is it true we hear, Padder? Have you made your fortune?
Maybe I have, and maybe I haven't.
That's right, Padder. Don't give anything away. Whatever you say nothing.
Ah, for the love of God, would you put us out of our misery?
I'm saying nothing, isn't that right, Whipper?
That's right,
You'll find me as silent as the grave.
Silent as the grave.
Not one word will pass my lips about the dogs. I mean, the dogs in the street won't be barking about my business.
That's right, Padder.
That's it, not a word.
Padder!
Oh, sorry.
What are you at the lot of yous? My God, would you look at the cut of you? Blotto! Where did you get the money?
I sold the dogs for 300.
Merciful Lord, is it true what you're telling me? 300?
300 smackaroo!
I think I need a drink of water.
Water, just forget it. Water, I won't let it touch my lips. Can eat and drink just what he likes.
A wealthy man
is always in the right.
A wealthy man
has such important things to do.
A wealthy man like you.
Ah, come on now, Padder, you'll do yourself an injury. Padder, will you stop messing? A rich man's wife
Can't mix around these dirty streets.
A rich man's wife
Must watch the French she meets.
A rich man's wife
Must watch the image that she sends.
a rich man's wife.
Must find some power friends.
Oh, Papa, get off! Papa, will stop. I have proper friends, the best friends in the world. The same old friends, more valuable than gold is. The same old friends, more precious when we're old. Meeting every morning, streets that we were born in, every door adorned by smiling friends. There you are now. I'm still the same, there'll be no change in Anna. The same old name, behind the same old face. Nothing will uproot me, no, you'd have to shoot me, for I'd never leave the same old place.
Why should money change our friendships?
That
Won't do much good. What else can money do but fill our bellies full of food? Plenty every day for all. Extra place for all who call. Especially the same old family friends.
These have been the loveliest few weeks of my life. Do you really have to go?
Afraid so. Can't let your dad's dog sail the salt seas all on their own.
But George, they'll never let you back into Ireland. Things are getting worse here every day. The English that's still here are leaving in droves.
Don't worry, Macushla. I know what I'm doing. I'll be back here in 3 weeks' time with your father's money. And maybe you'll stop calling me Tommy then.
But 3 weeks, it seems so long.
Remember this, and they'll be much shorter.
George, don't go, you mustn't say goodbye. Those words will mean the end. Don't go, I feel that you and I might never meet again. I saw in my dream last night hundreds of evil men holding you there, making you swear that you will never come back again.
I'll come back to you, I swear. How could I forget my love for
never fear. Our love will never die. Our love will live forever. Our love will live forevermore.
George, I have to tell you something before you go.
What is it?
It's nothing. Just come back safe.
Don't worry, Makushla. I can take care of myself.
You're making a good decision going back to England.
Who the hell are you?
Never mind who we are, we're just here to give you a bit of advice. Stay in England when you get there and don't be trying to come back here.
It's a free world. I can go wherever I like.
That's what you think.
You're a fool risking your life for Molly Cassidy, and she two-timing between you and Sean Kelly.
Who?
Sean Kelly, her boyfriend. And him a traitor into the bargain.
I don't believe you.
Just bear in mind what we're telling you. You'll only be warned the once.
Maybe this'll help you remember.
That'll do. Come on, that'll do.